All right, welcome back. So let's quickly see another problem, which is a find factorial problem. Basically, you find a factorial of a given number. Number can be anything from 0 to any number. Let me give an example. For, say, 5 factorial will be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is 120. So we'll write a function which will help us find a factorial of any given number. Now, there will be one edge case, which will be the factorial of a 0 will always be 1. Now, this is an important edge case. And we will see how our function handles this edge case. Now, let me show you a flowchart that I have prepared to basically understand. So what is the factorial of a number n is? This is a mathematical formula. Okay, this is a mathematical formula. N factorial is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, and it goes on until n becomes 1. Examples, as I've shown you already, the factorial of 5 is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 120. Similarly, factorial of 3 is 6. Now, let's say this is our function. Now, if the input value is 0, we return 1. As I already explained to you, factorial of 0 is 1, important edge case. For any other number than 0, we loop from n until 1, basically trying to implement this mathematical formula into our code. We should result, and this result will contain the answer, which will be 1 initially, because we are using a product. So I'm gonna create a function. Function would return int, an integer. Let's name it get factorial, and let's take an n. Now, first we'll handle this 0 condition. If n equals to 0, let's say, if n equals 0, return 1. Now let's see, our result variable will be 1 initially. Now for any other number, we are using a loop. So we're going to start our loop from n, just like we have this mathematical formula. We start from n and then we go, it keeps decreasing. So n should be greater than equals to, well, actually, skip it, should be greater than 1. Okay, well, let's continue. What we are saying is result should be equals to into I. And then finally we return result. Save the code. It's time to do what a real QA engineer is supposed to do. Test our code. Now for that, we need a test class. I'm going to create right now. This is a problem number 3 tests. No, we don't need all this. Just public class tests using problems. Now I'm going to ask Copilot generate 10 end unit test to validate my function, which is a get factorial. Let's see what it gives. Okay, we have something. Let's see what it gave. Generated. It has generated get factorial. So it should be 1. So get factorial 0 input return 1. This is 0 input. This is 1 input. This is input 2. We're providing 2. Here we are providing 3. Here we are providing 4. And at the same time, we are asserting the value of the result to this expected value. Okay, let's see. I'm going to save this file. See how many tests do we have. Okay, this is the problem 3 test. We got 10 and unit tests. As you can see, here's the list. I'm going to run this against my code and check and see if the code that we have implemented actually is working or not. Well, it passed. I guess since 1 doesn't matter, doesn't matter if you provide equals to or not, it's still gonna pass. If I run this again, yep, so you can see the tests are passing, which means this logic works. And this is how basically you implement your logic. And if you are preparing for interviews, especially for QA, automation interviews, or SDET interviews, I would highly encourage you to keep practicing, keep coding. You can follow my series. I'm going to be solving 100 coding problems online to basically to make you understand how a QA uh, understands code, implements code, and essentially writes the code. Yeah, so don't just write code. You break it, test it, and then fix it. That's how real engineers grow. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and keep coding one test at a time. Thank you.